Hello, all. Welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to explain and practically demonstrate while loop in Java. So, let's get started. While loop falls under the looping statements category of the flow control statements in Java. So, this is the first looping statement which falls under the looping statements category of the flow control statements in Java. Before I cover or explain anything about this while loop, I want to first explain what exactly are these looping statements. Okay? What actually are these looping statements? Let me cover that first. So looping statements. You see, the looping statements fall under the flow control statement. That means by using the looping statements, we can change the flow of the execution of the code. But how? Let me explain here. For example, this box is nothing but the block of code. Some code is there here. Okay? Some code is there here. And by using this looping statement, we can run the same code good number of times or multiple times. We can repeatedly run the same code multiple times. But how? You see, it's all based on a condition. Let's say there is a condition here. So here, there is a condition. How the looping statements work? I'm going to cover here. There is a condition or a conditional expression which will either result in true or false. For example, if this condition results in true, okay, if the condition is resulting in true, it is written in true, then what happens? This block of code will run. Okay, this block of code will run. After this particular block of code has run, because of this looping statement, what will happen is, this is what is going to happen. The condition is going to be checked at the end of the execution of this particular block of code. Initially, the condition was true. So this particular block of code has run. After that, what happened? Again, at the end of this execution of this block of code, again, the same condition is being checked. This time, again, if the condition is true, what will happen? The same block of code will run second time. Once the block of code is execution is completed, again the control will go to the condition. Again it will check the same condition. Again if it is true, then the same block of code will run. So this will repeat until the condition is true, guys. Okay, when the condition becomes true, this block of code will get executed. But how many times this block of code will get executed? Until the condition is true, this block of code, it may depend. It may be 5 times, it may be 10 times, it may be 100 times, it may be 1000 times, and so on. But there will be a situation coming where once the block of code got executed and again the condition is verified, this time when the condition becomes false, if the condition is finally returning false, then we are going to come out of this loop. Okay, when the condition becomes false, then we are going to exit this block of code. We are not going to run the block of code when the condition is resulting in false. So these how a looping statements work in Java. Okay, this is what is a Okay, this is what is the scenario of the looping statements in Java. So there are different types of looping statements we have in Java, which fall under the flow control statements. What are those different type of looping statements? First one is while loop. Second one is do while loop. Third one is for loop. And fourth one is for each loop. So in this, in the coming sessions, I'm only going to cover the first three loops, guys. While loop, do while loop, for loop. Because for each loop cannot be covered right away. So once I cover a concept known as arrays, okay, in Java, till then I cannot cover the for each loop. So for each loop not cannot be explained directly. Okay, for that, which concept is required? At least to get started, arrays concept is required. Okay, once we reach a situation in this particular course where I explain the arrays, after I explain the arrays, okay, or while explaining the arrays, I'll demonstrate how to use for each loop in Java. Though for each loop is a looping statement in Java, but I cannot explain right away because this works with arrays. So till the arrays concept is completed or till the arrays concept comes, we cannot cover this or I cannot cover this for each loop for you. So in the coming sessions or nearby coming sessions, I'll be only covering the while loop do while loop and for loop. For each loop will be covered with arrays. Okay, fine. Till then we have to postpone this for each loop. So we are going to learn, first of all, we are going to learn this first three loops one by one in the coming sessions. So in this session, I am going to cover the while loop. In the next session, I may cover the do while loop, and in the upcoming session, after that, I am going to cover the for loop. But for each loop, we need to wait till the arrays concept comes in this particular course. Okay. So coming to the while loop. So what is the syntax of this while loop? Now you understood how the looping statements work, right? They will repeatedly run the same block of code until the condition is true. When the condition becomes false, we are going to exit this loop. This is how the looping statements work in Java. But now let's focus on the first type of loop. Okay, looping statement, that is while loop. So what is the syntax of this while loop? So what is the syntax of this while loop? So syntax of the while loop is something like this, guys. First we need to write the while keyword. After the while keyword, you provide the circular brackets, opening and closing circular brackets. Now start the while loop using the opening curly brace. Now end the while loop. Now end the while loop. Just give me a second. Now end the while loop like this. Okay, with the closing curly brace. And here you are going to write a condition. This condition, okay, and here inside this while block, which is the body of the while block, okay, starting curly brace, opening curly brace, from here to here is nothing but the while block, right? Inside this while block, you can have any number of statements. For example, we have statement 1, okay, we have statement 1, statement 2, and so on. You can have any number of statements here, statement 2, and so on. You can have any number of statements. So whatever the statements or code I am writing inside this while block will be running multiple times based on this condition. Okay, first this condition will be checked. If this condition of this while loop results in true, then this particular block of code will be executed. But once this particular code got executed, once this particular block of code got executed and it's completed, then the control will again come and check this condition again. It will not go to the next line in the code. The control will, from here, the control will come to this condition. And this time also, if the condition is true, again the same block of code will run for the second time. And after the end of this execution of this block of code, again the control will come to the condition. Again, if it is true, again the same block of code will run. And this will repeat until the condition is becoming false. So it will keep on running the same block of code until when the control come to this condition and the condition is finally resulting in false. Then we are going to come out of this while loop. Okay, then we are going to come out of this while loop like this. Okay. So this is what is the syntax of the while loop in Java. Let me now practically demonstrate this while loop for you. For that, I'll switch to this Eclipse IDE where we have the sample. Okay, where we have this sample class, and inside the sample class we have this main method, and inside this main method, okay, and inside this main method, I'm going to write the code which will demonstrate this while loop for you. Okay, fine. So first I'll declare a variable as int I is equal to 1. Okay, I'm declaring a variable I with int primitive data type, and I'm storing a non-decimal numerical value 1 into this variable I, which is good. Okay, after that I'm going to write the while keyword, circular brackets, starting of the while loop and ending of the while loop. Starting of the while loop, open curly brace, ending of the while loop, closing curly brace. Now here inside the circular brackets, I need to write a condition. Let's say I would like to write a condition like this: I less than or equal to 10. This one condition I have written. Now here inside the while block, I can write any number of statements, but here I'm going to write one single statement, that is system.out.println I. I want to print the value of the I. So when I run this particular code, what do you think will be printed? So here int I is equal to 1, while I is less than or equal to 10, I am going to print I. So what do you think will be printed? Just think, just you can pause this video, think, and think about what is the output, and just come to a conclusion what kind of output this program can print in the output. Okay. Hope you have passed the video and you know you just gave a thought like what is the output of this program, right? Hoping that most of the people may think it wrong, guys. Okay, may think of a wrong output. That is, a lot of people think that this particular program will print the numbers from 1 to 10, which is wrong. Why, I'll explain. Here, when I'm declaring the I and storing the value 1 into this I, currently I is storing which value? 1. Now while 1 is less than or equal to 10, true or false? Is 1 less than or equal to 10? Yes. 1 is less than 10. Okay. So this condition is, or conditional expression is resulting in true. So we'll go inside the while block and the code inside the while block will be running for the first time. System.out.println I. So what is stored in the I? 1. 1 is stored. So 1 will be printed for the first time here. Now after the while block got code inside the while block got completed, execution is completed, the control will again come to this condition. Now here, I less than or equal to 10. I is still 1 only. So 1 is less than or equal to 10. Again true. Will again go inside the while block. And here, when I print I, again 1 will be printed. A lot of people thought that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 may be printed, but here it's happening in a different way. So after this got executed for second time, again the condition control will come to this condition. Again 1 is 1, I is 1 only. 1 less than or equal to 10. Again true. Again this print statement will be printed. Again 1 will be printed. Again, the control come to this condition 1 less than or equal to 10. Again true. Again 1 will be printed. So is there any end? This will keep on printing 1. How many times? Infinite times. Okay, there is no end to this program. If I run this code, the program will not stop running. Infinite loop. We are entering into an infinite loop when you are running the program. You see, when I run this code, you see, one is getting printed continuously. You see, red color button is not, red color option is not turned. We have to forcibly turn it. If you want to stop this program from running, I need to stop. Otherwise, this program has entered into infinite loop, guys. Okay. There is no way this particular condition becomes false, right? There is no way that this particular condition is going to become false. Always this condition will become true because the value of I is always 1. That 1 will be always less than or equal to 10, which will be true. So this loop will not end. We have to forcibly stop by just selecting this terminate option here. So once you forcibly stop, the program has stopped here. The program which has entered into the infinite loop, we are able to terminate actually. Okay. But how to overcome this problem of this infinite loop? Rather, I would like to write this logic for printing the numbers from 1 to 10, not infinite ones. How to do that? So here, after I print the value of I, here in the next line, I want to increment the value of I by 1. How to increment the value of I by 1, guys? What are the different ways of increment the value of I by 1? First one is I is equal to I plus 1 we can write, right? I is equal to I plus 1, yes or no? Yes. We can write like this. I is equal to I plus 1. If I write like this, what will happen? The current value of I is 1, right? So 1 plus 1 will become 2, I will become 2. This is one way. You can overcome this problem. I is equal to I plus 1. This is one way. Or you can write I plus is equal to 1. Remember the compound assignment operators. I plus is equal to 1. Instead of writing I is equal to I plus 1, we can write I plus is equal to 1, which is nothing but internally I is equal to I plus 1 only. Okay. I is equal to I plus 1. Nothing but I will become 2. Okay. From 1, I will be upgraded to 2 and next condition will be checked and so on. This is another way. Or there's one more way that is even more simple. That is I plus plus. I plus plus. Okay. Increment operator, which I covered in the previous sessions of this course. All these things, I plus is equal to 1 or I is equal to I plus 1 or I plus plus, I already covered in the previous sessions of the course, guys. Okay. So if you're not good at this kind of stuff, you're not able to understand this particular statement, go and watch the videos from the previous sessions of this course. Okay. I plus plus. Here, increment operator, the value of I will be incremented by 1. It's a post increment operator. So after this statement, by the time the control comes to this condition, the value of the I will be already incremented. Okay. So fine. Let's see what will happen in this case. Initial value of the I is 1. Okay. So most of the people prefer to write this kind of increment operators, guys, instead of writing I is equal to I plus 1 or I plus I plus is equal to 1. So most of the people give more priority for writing this kind of way of incrementing the value of I by 1 or variable by 1. I plus is the most used one. Fine. Anyhow, the value of I is 1 initially. Then 1 less than or equal to 10, which is true. Will go inside the while loop. And here the value of I will be printed, that is 1 will be printed. Now we are incrementing the value of I by 1. So initial value is 1. So 1 plus 1, it will become 2. Okay. So by the time the control comes to this condition, verify this condition, the value of I is already 2 here. 2 less than or equal to 10, which is again true. 2 is still less than 10. We'll go inside the while loop. Here 2 will be printed. When I print the value of I, the incremented value 2 will be printed. Now I plus plus. I is going to become 3 by the time the control comes here. I is 3. 3 less than or equal to 10 is still true. We'll go inside the while loop. 3 will be printed. When I print I, the incremented value 3 will be printed. Now I will become 4, I plus plus because of that. 4 less than or equal to 10, true again. Print statement 4 will be printed. Then I will become 5, 5 less than or equal to 10, still true. 5 will be printed. Then I plus plus, I will become 6, 6 less than or equal to 10, still true. 6 will be printed. I plus plus, I will become 7, 7 less than or equal to 2, 7 will be printed. I plus plus, I will become 8, 8 less than or equal to 10, still true. 8 will be printed. I plus plus 9, 9 less than or equal to 10, still true. 9 will be printed. Then I plus plus, I will become 10, 10 less than or equal to 10. Okay, 10 is not less than 10, but 10 is equal to 10, which is true still. Okay, so 10 will be printed here. Now I became 11. 11 is neither less than 10 nor equal to 10. 11 is neither less than 10 nor equal to 10. So for the first time, the condition has become false. So we are going to come out of the loop. So what got printed in the output console? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 got printed. So let me run this code and see whether we got that kind of output where we are able to print the numbers from 1 to 10. Yes. You see, the numbers from 1 to 10 got printed here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is how a while loop works in Java. Okay. This is how a while loop works in Java, or this is how we can use a while loop in Java. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.